All right, everybody, welcome back to Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And in this episode, this one's going out on New Year's Day, the first day of 2025. So this is the last.
First day.
Very first day, day one.
It's almost if we planned it.
Yeah.
Yes. It only took us 4 years to make it on the exact day of the launch.
How the calendar thing works.
Stupid time.
Thank you, Mayans.
We'll have to wait 7 more years.
Oh,
Actually, 6. Leap year.
yep. We only got 6. So
Do we
this
think we'll be friends after that long?
No. No.
It's already been 6 years and I hate you.
Yeah. Are we friends now?
But I only met you 3 years ago.
Shut up.
3.5. Who's counting?
Who's carrying
Apparently
the
you.
days and the
Single
minutes?
day of every waking moment.
3 years, 6 months, 21 days, and 4 seconds.
Yes. And 57 bottles of ibuprofen.
And a shitload of whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes. and 21 handles of vodka.
So we're going to, because this is the last episode of this year, we are going to just kind of recap the year like we usually do. We're going to...
Merry New Year!
Yeah! Lionel!
It's actually, you know what? That's fine.
And going
correct
forward...
If you correct me one more time this year.
yeah. You already lost $1. Let's...
We got 3 days left, motherfucker.
It's a banana taped to a wall.
That made it even to my work. We were talking about how one of these stocks that's just jumping up is so overvalued. So one of the guys I work with put the chart up and then put the emoticon of the banana taped. It just went tape over it and it looked like it's on a black wall.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that is so awesome. That is art. That I would pay $1 million for.
I was thinking about redoing my place. Maybe we'll just get a bunch of bananas
And just taping
taped to
them?
a wall. Yeah. It has to be duct taped, if I remember correctly.
This apartment is
It
now
was
worth
duct tape.
$2.5 million.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I wish I owned it. Then.
I mean, I guess I'll take the tax hit on it.
Yeah, if we duct tape a banana to that wall, can you just claim that it's worth $6 million?
I could claim anything, whether anybody believes me or pays it is a
Exactly.
different story.
That's true.
It's like suing people. Anybody can sue anybody. It's whether they win or not that's the question.
Well, that's also how they say that the rich get away with so much insurance fraud is that they'll insure a painting. They paid $100,000 for the painting, but they get someone to come in and grade a Jackson Pollock 13th edition or some crap like that. It's, oh yeah, on auction this would go for $6 million. So that's what we're going to have the insurance of it for.
Yeah.
And can't you take loans against insurance policies?
Yes, you can, because at that point you can take a loan off of that asset that you have.
See, they're smart. I think I could take a loan for about $20 out of this place.
No, I don't have a problem with the rich paying 50% capital gains. Elon Musk has enough money.
So we're going to recap, re-highlight this year, 2024. I'll just kind of start it off. We had, we did the third film festival.
Yes.
Third annual Sunscreen.
And we're gearing up for the next one.
Yep, and which is going to be the
20th
big one.
year.
That's going to be the 20th year for them.
That's going to be a fucking party.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0. But no, we had a lot of good stuff come out of the that we did with the show this year, and just kind of want to go. Start. What was some of your highlights?
Didn't we do an amnesia movie? I can't
We
remember.
did? Yeah, what?
Believe it or not,
episode.
that one I actually really did enjoy. That one was really fun.
Patrick enjoys forgetting things.
Yes.
I wish I could forget things.
No, he can't remember the good parts, but the bad parts,
Yeah.
they
Those
stay
stick around.
They stay in my soul.
Somehow I have tattoos of them.
On my brain.
Like Memento.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, unfortunately, we also we lost James Earl Jones this year.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people this year.
Yeah.
A lot of good talent out there.
Had to bring it up.
Yeah.
It was coming.
Just kind of getting over it, but no.
But we also did get to see Hanky Panky this year.
Yes, we did.
That That movie kicks ass. I'm a big fan of those campy B movies, and that one was right up there. It's right next to Evil Dead and Velocipaster for me.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that as a dig. This movie was genuinely good. I like that kind of movie. It was great. Nick Roth, if you're listening, thumbs up, dude.
I still I love the Harry Potter shack. It's like an outhouse, but you get into it and it's just this giant,
it's the
giant
TARDIS.
fireplace room. Yeah.
I think he said in that scene, it's like we filmed them going into the outhouse, but we had to get out of the cabin, so we just did that in my living room.
Yeah, we actually had. So we got talk to Nick. We also got to recap, even though we didn't get to see the movie at the time at the film festival. The girls that did Two Lives in Pittsburgh. We got to have the interview with Brian.
Yep.
Brian Silverman. So
Good, solid dude.
yeah, no, he was really cool.
And that movie is now on Amazon, right?
It is.
Yes.
It is. You can watch it on. It's on the freebie version of it. I mean, you can pay on other platforms, but if you want to catch it and you want to go sit through ads, but I watched it and it's
I haven't
actually
watched
very
it
good.
yet.
It's very good. Really good movie.
Well, I mean, just from talking with those girls, it seemed like a very emotional and powerful movie.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Like Satan of Bethlehem.
Yep.
That
we got
made me
to see
cry
that, yeah.
at 9:30 in the morning. Doug, if you're listening, and I know you're not, screw you.
He usually only cries that early when he wakes up.
I usually cry because I have woken up.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
And we had
And we got there.
we had an iconic movie come out that everybody's been waiting for this year. That came out in July. That was Deadpool and Wolverine. That
Which
was a
is
box office smash.
Somehow
Not a hit,
only
a smash.
the second highest grossing movie of the year.
But
Inside Out 2 beat it.
first highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Ooh. Did not know that one. But of the year, Inside Out 2 was #1 in the box office.
That's a fun movie though.
I haven't seen him.
Well,
know.
you get Disney and go watch it.
You want to pay for it?
No, I don't pay for it now. I pirate.
Free trial.
Yeah,
Free
2 words.
trial.
Free trial.
7-day free trial. Make sure you plan out to watch it in that 7 days.
Exactly. And
I
all you
got-
gotta do is create like 40 different emails.
I've got 4 words for you. Give me your login.
No, then I lose my pirate.
Darn it.
We do not advocate.
Actually, I think Inside Out. I think the first one's on Plex.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen
So,
it.
well, okay.
It's on this thing that we don't have.
Yeah. Don't know
No,
about
no,
that.
we have it. We just don't ask where it comes
Amnesia.
Amnesia. And then, of course, we had, we've talked about it many times, but always got to bring it up. This year when we did the film festival, that was a huge turnout this year. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year. At least bigger. Well, it gets bigger for them, but bigger for us as well.
Yeah.
You know.
I just hope this year they're done with the construction because that was kind of a pain in the ass last
They're
year. Oh.
Don't hold your breath on that.
Well, we
Yeah.
still have till late April.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they've been working on Olmerton Road and the 275 since I was born.
1975.
Yeah. Well, 78,
you,
but
you got to pad out those government contracts.
yeah. Solid workers.
Yeah, you got to keep asking for $3 million every year.
$3 million.
You get $1 million. You get $1 million.
I will say, we did have an episode where we were talking about best action scenes, and that one was really fun. Obviously, I brought up John Wick, especially the first movie when they're first in the house, and he's just in his bedroom, full suit and tie. And he just picks up a gun and he leaves his wife's bracelet and dog collar there, and then he just goes to work. It's the best scene of the goddamn movie.
I would disagree, but, it's not bad.
All right, Mr. Gavin.
The best scene in that movie is when the dad calls John Leguizamo.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
I
like,
mean-
I understand that you struck my son. Yes, I did, Mr. Vigo. Yeah. Yes, may I ask why? Well, because he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. Oh.
I mean, that is a very close second.
I mean, come on. That's like, you got this mob boss who's ready to get this guy who's definitely below him, give him some shit. And then he tells him that his son basically, started World War III. Oh. Now, thank you is what he meant to say for hitting his son. You should have killed him there.
But right after that, he's like, task a crew. How many do you have?
Yeah, exactly. Send. How many do you want me to send? How many do you have?
How many dead bodies do you want?
We have a dinner reservation.
For 12 people. I do like in the original script of that movie apparently called for only 8 people dying, and then the 2 directors that took it over dialed it up to 88 people. And you know what? Solid choice. I do not disagree with that.
That's because they wanted to be, like Kill Bill with the crazy 88.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, how many did she kill? It was 88 of them. That's why they were called the crazy 88.
And that is probably the best scene in that first movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When she just goes through all of them and all the Yakuza in there.
Mm-hmm. And then she has a one-on-one sword fight with Lucy Liu.
Oishi Ren.
Part 2, I didn't enjoy that much.
Okay.
Hot take. It's not Quentin Tarantino's best thing.
I like how he did it where it was like this kind of big build up to her and Bill having that final. Like you thought it was going to be like a 30-minute sword fight across the house. And it was like, no, she's just going to explode his heart.
Yeah. She does the one technique that he didn't teach him.
Right, that he didn't learn.
And I do like when she plucks the eye out of the girl in the trailer. And she's just writhing around blind, just
And
swinging
she
it.
just steps on it.
Yeah.
And that was after nobody even paid attention to the fact that was after that black mamba was in that suitcase.
Yeah. It was still slithering around the house.
Yeah, it's like that's a black mamba.
Yeah.
Those things are vicious.
Oh yeah, that girl's dead.
And when
Well, she didn't get bit. Well, that we know of.
Yeah.
She didn't get bit.
but that guy, he got bit like 3
Yeah.
times in the face. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? You just open this, pop, pop, pop.
That was the guy who had
Michael
the only
Madsen.
other Hanzo sword in the movie.
Michael Madsen.
Yep.
Yep.
He kept it in his golf bag.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's
if
a good
I
place
went to
keep
go
it.
play golf like we did on Friday and I just pulled out a samurai sword.
You probably would have hit it farther than you did that one shot.
To be fair, that one shot did not move.
The greatest shot.
First
ever made.
time I've ever seen someone hit the tee from under a golf ball and the golf ball drop right back down.
Not-
2 holes before that, it went straight up about 100 feet.
And then a hole or two after it went completely 90 degrees.
it went across him.
Yeah.
I defy physics when I play golf.
Yes, you
See,
see.
now mine goes forward and then cuts right. This didn't go forward.
It just
went
shot right across the way.
It's like, but you hit that way.
Yeah, you're facing. It's like the green. You're over. Nice shooting, soldier.
I hit a tree in between 2 other golf carts.
There's no safe place to stand when
You're gonna need an umbrella and some suntan lotion. You're never getting off that beach, you jackass.
To be fair, one of my balls did land on like a little shore or beach, and there was a giant 6-foot fucking alligator. I was like,
Yeah, we left that there.
yeah,
That's his now.
I'm pretty sure he fucking hated it at this point.
Yeah, we didn't want to be like Chubbs.
I got his eye.
Yeah.
I got his head.
I got that damn eye. Yeah. Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Serious, it was
You're the one who stole Chubb's hand. I'm sorry.
it was a fun day. It was a good time.
Oh, we had a great time.
I love the fact that because before that magical shot with the tee, where the ball didn't move 1 centimeter forward, just straight down, because I was upset that I only hit mine like 10 yards.
Yeah. You
I
were
was-
more upset you didn't have your phone out.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
was.
wanted to see them because then I'm like, well, this is when you're feeling bad about your shot. Watch this.
Yeah.
For the record, when I teed up again, I cracked it. But that first one, I don't know how I did it.
That's the great thing about golf is that you can hit a bad shot and then you see someone else out there and you're like, oh, thank God I'm not him.
And then you are him.
And in this instance, we had that. We didn't have to look far.
But my next shot went 170 yards, so you know what? I'm okay with that. It was like when that old dining room table trick where all the plates and silverware, everything, and you just pull out.
The flowers are still standing.
But I did that on the golf course.
Well, I'm wondering if you would even count that one shot as a mulligan. Because it didn't go anywhere.
I mean, yeah, there was no actual contact made with the ball, so
just the tee.
So technically, he would not have been able to tee it up again.
Yeah, I should have used an iron from that point.
yeah.
Play it as it lies.
I hit it up Bigfoot's foot. He has to hit it from here.
It's Frankenstein, but it's okay. I'll let you. Obviously not a golfer. I'll let it go.
Yeah, because I don't know what a transfuser is.
Well, first off, you still can't get the fucking name right. It's a transfusion, and you've been he called it a rejuvenator, which, first off, isn't fucking wrong. I kind of like that one. But you got to get it right if you're going to talk shit about it.
You know what I'm
I
gonna talk shit.
don't want to drink one of them damn Transformer reunion fusions.
Was that
only problem-
rejuvenator?
The only problem I had is the guy just poured the vodka into the bottom, and then he poured the soda, and then he poured the pomegranate juice. So when you said, "Here, try it, you'll like it," I got a little bit of pomegranate, I got a little bit of soda, and I got a mouthful of vodka.
I gave him the wrong. I shook up the other one. I didn't shake up that one.
Nice
He's
going.
like, "What's it taste like?" Here, it tastes delicious.
Yeah, 11:30 in the morning, I'm doing a double shot of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off. He got all my damn vodka. I
You
had
want it
juice
back?
after that. No.
Just got a bunch of juice. Let me get one of them transmissions that you had.
What the hell you mean it's $1,200?
Yeah, remember we were together. We got one of them transgenders. What?
We got one of them transitions. No.
She had an apple. Adam's apple is as big as my balls, and she could palm a basketball.
So you didn't. So you don't know for sure.
You got a Hummer from the train, did you? That's from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Not trying to be transphobic here. Just quoting a movie that was slightly transphobic back in the day.
No, he's just transfusion phobic.
Because that drink was fucking disgusting.
So golf.
So golf.
Golf is a fun game.
It is a fun game.
That's our second podcast. It's like every time we go golfing, we'll just sit down for an hour.
It is the best game that you will hate until you have one part of it you love.
I had a couple of good shots.
See?
When you watch people play it, it doesn't look hard.
No, it does not.
When you play it, it's hard.
You're like, what the? It's a stationary ball. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere.
I drove a cart all day. How am I this winded?
Well, it's like you know, if you're playing baseball, if you're up to bat, you know, they're like, all right, just keep your eye on the ball. Just get
Somehow that's the
comfortable
hardest effing thing
and-
to do in
and
that
swing.
sport.
Swing the bat. The ball's gonna just keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the lesson. Keep your eye on the ball and swing. In golf, it's keep your head down.
Keep your head down.
Eye on the ball.
Elbows in.
Elbows
Don't
in.
overextend.
Yeah. Bend this
Don't
one.
turn
Keep
your
this one
wrist.
straight. Turn this. Full swing. Go all the way back. Come back in. Don't slide.
Take all your change out of your right pocket. Put it in your left.
And when you hear that crack, curl your left toe.
Move a little bit closer. No, move a little bit away.
Oh, yeah.
All right, keep your front foot near the ball if you're going to be driving. Now, all right, if you're going to do this, now here. Now, don't turn your body this way. Don't twist. Don't turn your wrist. Don't bend your wrist. It's like, Jesus.
Can I just hit the damn ball?
You're standing there. You look like
Yeah,
a stick
you're
man.
like,
What do I do now? Swing. Swing
Just
now.
swing. Yeah.
Okay. You bend your wrist.
I think that's what pissed off Patrick Moore. Especially when his drive started getting better. Get closer to the ball. But I'm driving. Get closer to the ball. Pink, right down the middle. I hate you, Gavin.
One solid piece of advice. It ups my game. I remember one time I was using your 7-iron. I just cracked it like I haven't. I was like, can I just use your clubs? You're like, I love
Nope.
you, buddy, but no, absolutely not.
I like that one hole. I can't remember which one it was. It was on the back nine, or maybe it was the front nine. It was towards the end of it, maybe hole 8. And you weren't to the green yet. You were almost on the fringe of the green, and you're like, "Well, that's 12." So, it's like, well, at this point, just pull the darn thing, man. Well, I'm already at 12 now.
Oh, I snowmaned out the entire
No way,
back
man.
nine.
I'm finishing this par 3.
I really hope that wasn't a par 3. I think it was a par 5.
It was.
Just so fun. Well, it's 12.
Because I remember the swing before.
Am I good from here? Is this in the leather?
I remember the shot before that. I was in one of those bastard sand traps. Those things were awful.
See, I actually at least the one that I ended up in, it wasn't like sandy. It was like hard sand.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
if it had rained.
So it's
Well,
not
that's-
the sand
it
that I'm
was-
talking. But whenever you tried to aim for the hole, you had like a foot long lip that you had to get over.
Yeah.
And I was always like parked right next to it. The bastard sand traps.
Yeah, you haven't seen those ones that like the video of Tiger Woods hitting one that's 10 feet above his head on the
Nope.
green right next to the hole.
I'm not Tiger Woods.
Obviously.
Well,
Once
sir,
again-
I'm not Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Once again, my ball went straight right somehow.
Hey, but you did get it to go straight up in the air. Why couldn't you do that from the sand?
That was funny too. That straight up and then we're all watching it. Pink, pink,
yeah,
pink.
yeah, it hits the cart path and goes up 50 feet.
5 feet in front of us. Using my driver.
Well, Patrick, we see it.
Yeah, I didn't lose it this time.
We
we know exactly where it is.
Welcome back to this movie podcast.
Yeah. Movies about golfing.
That is our movie.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We're going to film that next time.
Goofy golfers.
Golfing with the cast.
People would probably watch that, especially if I'm on the course.
Yeah. This is the video of what not to do.
You see how he hit the ball? Don't do it like that.
Yeah. This is a
Anything else but that. And literally anything
This is a
else.
perfect video of mechanics. Not proper, but mechanics that don't work.
Let's at least talk about Tin Cup. Or the Legend of Bagger Vance.
You know, you probably would have done better with a fucking shovel.
Honestly, I'd like to try.
Just throw it up.
Got a hockey stick out there.
Yeah. That's what he starts putting with.
Yeah.
It's the hockey stick.
Oh, I'm sorry. You comparing me to Adam Sandler? I'm not ashamed of that.
We know.
Golf.
Yeah.
It's really fun, I promise. Just not when you're playing with these two assholes.
There's a saying that I've heard from several people, usually like professionals, well, amateur professionals. But anyway,
I'm technically an amateur.
exactly. So they said, some people say, you know, you go out there and you pray to the golf gods that you have a good round, but you never do that because there's no golf gods. It's a golf
Devil.
It's a golf woman god.
Yeah.
It's female. There's only one, and she's a fickle bitch. Some days she loves you. Other days you don't change a thing, and she fucking hates you.
Sooner or later, you'll realize Lady Luck is a hooker and you're fresh out of cash.
Exactly.
You know what we could call
Thank you
golf
to
for
Sam
us?
Lake and Max Payne for that one.
We could call golf our ass.
You know what we could call golf for us?
Oh.
What golf stands for us?
What's that?
Going optimistic, leaving failures.
Yeah, that was pretty much Friday.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. We started that morning really hyped up and ready to go. We ended it defeated. Well,
Actually, I was not upset with a lot of my shots. Most of my drives I was not happy with, but all my other shots were actually fairly decent. So I was
yeah, you
not
actually had a
upset
really
about
good
it.
round that day.
I did. I was like,
Gavin,
yeah.
you shot
I
mid
was
to low 90s?
I was fucking terrible in the first.
4 or 5 holes?
Well, yeah, I couldn't even get off the tee box.
Yeah, you kept topping them.
And then my driver came around. I was fine.
Yeah, you got a couple of drinks in them. Mm-hmm. And then he started
Got a
cracking
couple
'em.
rejuvenations.
a couple transmissions.
That was what that was probably what I was most
Revitalizers.
upset with. Was I was out there, and I hadn't got loosed up. I'm like, damn it, you guys got a cart, girl? And the freaking ranger who's pushing us across the course, like, we're behind 3/4. Where are we gonna go? They're literally on the green right now.
Yeah, he came into the place to come get us,
Yeah,
right?
we go in to get.
No, I wanted to.
I go in because the only way you can get alcohol is going into the dang shop
For
because
the
they had
record,
no one
Mom,
running
I know
out
you're
of a cart,
listening. I
girl.
got a Powerade.
Yeah.
Mom, I swear, I only got a power.
Yes, I promise. It was a blue one. It had no vodka in it.
And then 5 minutes later, I had a double shot of vodka.
Mama said it was my magic
It
jizz.
was, it's my magic Powerade. It make my shots go anywhere.
In the water, in the woods, in the sand.
Up,
Anywhere
right,
but fairway.
nowhere.
That was the only downside because most other courses. I guess you would kind of have to be aware of it for most courses anyway in the woods, but you're usually not that worried about going in there. Whereas this place specifically has signs
Yeah.
that says "Beware of alligators and snakes."
Yeah, if you lose your ball,
Rattlesnakes, for the record.
Yeah.
Not just like gardeners.
I mean, I'm assuming they probably have like water moccasins in the water, but yeah, when you have to sit there and wait until you hear the rattle in this one over here,
I you remember Gavin went and Tony snaps around and goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Tony's lining up for a shot, and we're sitting about 20 feet away from him. I just start going, shh.
And he just
Shut the fuck up.
Well, then one time you didn't even do that to me, but I thought that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you were
Oh,
doing.
for the
and I
record.
yelled at you.
Technically, I did, but I was telling Patrick a story.
Oh.
And Patrick's like, how the fuck did he hear that over there?
I heard the shh. I'm like, don't do that.
So I was telling him a story of one of my golf trips. We went there we went up, we were looking for my buddy's ball, and we're going by the sand trap. And we was like, oh, I think it's over in here. And we couldn't see the snake at all. I don't know if he was in the trap, around it. We just heard the rattle start. I said, all right, we're off. That ball's gone. We'll give you a free job. I don't care. On the green, wherever.
So that's the story he was telling, but you heard
Yeah.
us from like 75 feet away.
With the motor running on the golf course. I'm like, how did he hear that over? You talking? The motor?
My ears were set to rattle. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
I had
that's-
it set
that's fair.
It was noise canceling except for rattle.
Any kind of rattle I hear.
I've faced rattlesnakes before, so they bother me.
They're
To be fair, you're afraid of snakes in general.
I am, but I actually had to work when I was in the Panhandle in an area. There was a construction thing. I was doing laboring on the side. And I went and they left me out there to clean up, and it's in a wooded area. And I go to grab some of the leftover wood and stuff in one pile, and I hear, and I look down and I see this. I'm like, oh, okay, that's gonna stay there. So then I go over to the other side to pick up some other stuff, and I hear another one, and I'm like, and there were two next to each other. I'm like, I'm not going near that one. And then I went to another, and there was another. I'm like, they stuck me in a rattlesnake pit. And then I'm just leaning against this tree, and I feel something on my shoulder. I look back, and it's a red rat snake that's on the tree and touching my shoulder. I just ran. I left. I'm like, I don't care. I quit the job. I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done.
At that
I'm
point,
not
you
doing
gotta
You're sprinting by the foreman.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go get it.
No, there was nobody out there. They were coming back to
Oh.
come meet me because I had my car at the main shop area, and then we all drove together. But they had to go out and get more lumber because they were done with what they were doing. They were going to.
Oh, they had to get more lumber.
Yeah.
So I'm touching them two.
Yeah. If he's dead, we know the rattlesnakes are going to be around there. But so yeah, no, I know what that's like. So I hear rattle, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm done.
This is over.
Pro tip though for everybody out there: if you ever do have to deal
Don't
with a
go
rattle,
near rattlesnakes.
yeah, the number one, try to stay away. But if you do hear a rattle and you can't see them because they can be quite camouflaged, still look around you because you never know. That rattle echoes different ways. You don't know exactly
Yeah.
where, because it could be on the other side of you, and that may be where
You
you're
could have
about
went
to step.
past it. Yeah.
And also during the winter time or colder times, that's when they shed their skin, which means they can't see.
Oh.
So you could step on one, and they won't rattle at first. They'll just snap and bite you.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So just fun little facts for you.
Yeah.
Movie talks and rattlesnakes.
I mean, to be fair, I
Next episode, me and Patrick could just have little rattles. We're just gonna shake them under the
I
table.
will murder.
I mean, to be fair, when I moved down to Florida, I was very afraid of spiders, so I looked up brown recluses and black widows because they're prevalent here. So know thy enemy.
Don't go to
I get that.
Australia.
Oh no, that country is actively trying to kill itself.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a YouTuber who's like, who's from Australia, and he's like, he just ranked all the things that are trying to kill you from least to most, and he put huntsman spiders at the very bottom, and he's like, you're playing a game and you'll just feel it. He's like, oh, it's just a huntsman. You're good, bro. A huntsman's the size of my goddamn hand.
Yeah.
Those things are...
It's like A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah.
It's like the doctors. The doctors could kill you. Oh, you need an ear nail. A nail.
In my ear.
I got a
Powerful
fever
man in
102.
town has been dead for 2 days. Oh,
No
look.
one's looked into his death. No one's tried to replace him.
Oh, look. He's being carried up by coyotes.
I can get killed just going to the bathroom. There's rattlesnakes out there.
Yeah.
If I do get there, you know what? There's cholera. You know cholera? The
black shit.
The black shit. The latest entry in the Frontiers Disease of the Month Club.
This is a movie podcast.
Yeah,
Well,
Technically, A Million
Hey, that
Ways to
was a
Die in the
movie.
West wasn't a movie. That's why we're trying to at least keep its quotes.
Well, we had our 3-year
anniversary.
anniversary.
Where we went golfing.
Yeah, when
I
we
almost
went golfing.
died. It's in
That
the middle
day,
of July. I
that
almost
day
died.
was killer.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was.
Cause
It was
you're-
just a shame that it rained 3 days in a row prior.
Yeah.
And the
yeah, so
back-
we had to play the
And
back
it was
nine twice.
so muggy.
And when you hit the ball, it was so muddy out too.
Yeah.
That boom, it
Yeah,
just stopped
yeah.
to drop.
It didn't matter if you hit the fairway, wherever the hell you hit it. It just
Dropped.
Even on the green. To be fair, that's where you want it to stop.
No.
True.
Unfortunately, it's dug into part of the green.
Does this count as a hole in one?
No.
It went further in the green than the
That's
cup.
close enough.
I remember a couple of shots, I would just get mud all over my legs.
Yep.
And you lost your.
And then the sun.
lost my
came out.
shoes.
You lost your shoe. That his
yeah.
cleat fell apart.
Yep.
Both of them did.
Did Bull? I thought
Yeah,
it was
I
the
lost.
one. Oh
Yeah,
man.
you lost them. You lost your other
dress
dress
shoes
shoes.
at
At
the
the,
film
this
festival.
was not a good year for you and your shoes, man.
No. It's not.
Bad shoe year, man. Man, where's Payless when you need
It's
it?
like it's like COVID
They went out of
shoes.
business.
I know. I miss Payless. I love Payless.
Because everybody paid less.
Yeah.
I used to go to Rack Room all the time. Now I just go to Amazon.
No.
Oh, exactly.
Actually, if you go to and the problem is you can't always find a big variety, but like going to like Marshalls or
Yeah.
Bells or one of
Mm, yeah.
those, like in their shoe section, you can usually get really good deals. Just a matter of if it happens to be a shoe
That's
you
usually
want.
where I get my dress shoes.
Yeah.
Is there.
I wore my very expensive running shoes that I don't use for running anymore when we play golf on Friday.
There you go.
Saucony's. Those who run know that name.
Hey, Chicone.
Those who run know that name.
My friends will understand.
My people.
I like going running.
Did I say running? I meant I like to lay in bed a lot. Lay in bed and sleep.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
me now.
Yeah.
I've ran one 5K since the pandemic.
Oh,
Well, you should go meet up with our friend Sully at Courtside. He'll spark your motivation. He just did an Ironman. He's getting
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to do another one.
the Iron Man.
Yeah,
You're a
I-
bunch of little curly men.
I saw his tattoo when he first got it. It was the symbol of the Iron Man.
Yep.
Yeah, he quit drinking too. I mean,
Yep.
good for him. He's doing really good.
Yeah. He's been carbon up, man. Carboning, proteining it up.
Oh, I remember when I first ran Savage Race. 6 months, I had 1 beer a week. That's it. And then I was going to the gym 3 times. I was eating a lot of starches. working
72
out.
shots of
Nope.
whiskey, but only one beer.
No. I literally the only
Only
alcohol
one
I allowed myself was 1 beer, 1 Bud Light a week. That's it.
Don't judge me. It's Jack Daniel's Light. Jack Daniel's Zero.
How much would you say you drink? I don't know, 10, 12 a day? Wow. Wow. Liquor and beer? Oh, you counting beers too?
That beers doesn't count. 10, 12 shots? No, bottles.
There are 2 movies that we all watched this year. One of them is, both are fantastic. Let's go ahead and just say that right now. But one of them is Transformers 1. That came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That movie kicked ass.
Yes, it did.
I know I've personally rewatched it about 2 weeks ago, I think.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah. It's just a fun Transformers movie.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me want to go back and watch at least the first one with Shia LaBeouf. But I'm not.
There's really no connection. To
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And just to see kick-ass Transformers.
Yeah. Well, actually, go watch Bumblebee. That's the better
Yes.
That's the one I haven't seen.
That's
It's
the one
only
I
you
haven't
seen.
should watch.
Yeah.
And it's
And
on
then go
Plus.
back and watch the 1986 Transformers movie.
Yeah.
You got the touch. You got the motion. Yeah.
And
Another,
he meets up with Megatron. One shall stand and one shall fall.
Why do you throw away your life so easily?
That's a question you should be asking yourself,
And-
Megatron.
And that's the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep. And then he blows Optimus Prime away. And that's
really
Well,
glad you
technically-
finished that with away.
away.
Well, technically, they both blow each other away.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
again,
'cause he
really
gets
glad we're
yeah,
throwing in that word
rejuvenated by
away.
Unicron.
Yeah.
These sentences should be cleaned
But
up
he
a
got
little
saved
bit
by
more.
Unicron, and Unicron turned Megatron into Galvatron, and then
Who then was voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
yes.
Lasers, tasers, and all kind of ages.
Do you
Laser,
remember?
taser?
Do you remember who voiced Unicron?
No.
It's a very famous person.
Hugh Grant.
No, actually.
James.
I mean, that is a famous person, so you're not wrong with a guess. Orson Welles.
Oh,
did not know that.
yeah, me either. To be fair, I haven't seen the 1980s one.
Shocker.
At this point, how are either of you two shocked at anything
I'm
that
not.
I say?
That's why I said that with the most sarcasm.
I feel like
could.
that mask in a Total Recall when he's wearing the woman's bag. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
See, at first I thought you were going to say.
He's like, get ready for a surprise.
I thought you were going to be like Mrs. Plum from Clue, like flames just shooting up my face.
Flames on the side of my face. Heave, breath, heaving.
Makes my hemorrhoids throb. I want that on the record. It is.
I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
Yeah. Greatest last words in a movie ever written.
And then 2 weeks after Transformers 1, at least Tony and I watched the movie, Thanksgiving.
I've seen it since.
Oh, okay.
Since it started fucking working on Tubi, and not just circle.
You're forgetting.
Master of cinema.
You're forgetting about another. It was a messed up movie, but we all agreed it was actually decent at the beginning, towards the beginning of the year, like around January, February. The
Please.
Menu.
Oh, yeah, that movie was really messed up. But it was very good.
Yes.
I want to talk about Thanksgiving again.
We had a whole episode to talk about Thanksgiving.
You're waiting till next year when we
Yes.
watch the third one.
Yeah,
Because there
Thanksgiving
was no
3.
second.
Well, I've actually started to watch the third one.
Nice tits, bitch.
In space.
In space. Oh, dear Lord.
What really sucks is there was a porn actress in those movies, Wanda Lust, who was hoping this movie would be her big breakout into mainline movies. It was just poor decision on her part.
Yeah.
I would not have signed up. Like,
I mean, I think the poor decision making started at the porn, but it continued being porn.
Oh, we also Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
Yes,
came
Yeah.
out
yes,
this
we
year,
all went to
too.
go see that.
Yeah,
and that movie kicked ass too.
yeah.
I like that one a lot.
I haven't heard if they're even talking about making another one. I mean, usually when hype's up like that, you start hearing about it already. But
You hear about a trilogy or something, but,
yeah,
Well,
we'll
I
see.
know.
but the first two Ghostbusters was only 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Well, I know the main star, the guy from Stranger Things. He's in a lot of things right now. So,
Oh, yeah.
Even if they said, "Hey, come back for a third one," he's like, "I have between noon and 3 o'clock. Can we film then?"
yes, we can.
And you're also the star, and I need you to fly out to Kansas.
Well, they got to convince Paul Rudd to come back too, and
Yeah,
Paul
I
Rudd,
mean, he's on a little bit of a hold from Marvel, so
yeah. I don't really think Paul, and I don't know, but Paul Rudd doesn't strike me as the type of guy that really just says no.
yeah,
Like,
I get that
turns
feeling
stuff
too.
down. I think he just likes making movies so much. He's
I
like,
think
sure.
I think so too.
I think he just says, "Is this going to be a fun movie?" Like, yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Send me the contract. Am I going to be in Clueless too? No? Fantastic.
Sure, all right.
Yeah, if they got that gang back together, that would be an interesting.
That would be a
watch.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Now it's him and Alicia Silverstone had gotten married and had a kid, so it's about their daughter now
Yeah.
in high school.
Well, I was gonna say either that or Clueless 2, the reunion,
Right.
the 20-year reunion.
You know what? If it includes Donald Faison, I'm here for it. I'll go see it.
He'll watch it.
Oh, there's one that can't go back.
Yeah.
Way to go, Patrick.
What?
Way to end 2024.
But reminding you that Donald Faison was in a movie?
No, that Brittany Murphy can't be in the cast again.
Well, I didn't say she
yeah,
who
but
shall
she-
not be named.
She who shall not be named.
Brittany Murphy.
Damn it, Tony.
Brittany Murphy.
You're jinxing us.
Yeah, I'm the one who did that.
Whiteness. You always called me darkness. I don't get it. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Yo, couch.
We're talking about I didn't rub my feet all over Charlie. Hell yeah, I rub my feet all over Charlie Murphy's couch. I'm motherfucker buying them.
Well, aside from movies and the golf trips, what were some of your highlights?
Of this past year?
Yeah. Well, not of next year. It hasn't happened
Honestly,
yet.
there aren't a lot for me this past year. 2024 can, how do I put this politically correct? Can go fuck itself.
Well, you could.
Hard.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, it could still
With a
be,
rusty railroad spike without lube.
It could still be about the show or an experience with the show. It doesn't have to be fully personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sticking with my original answer.
Stick to my previous statement.
Yeah,
Per
please.
per my previous email.
Who's the assistant director over here? Go over there, punch that me
Who's the
right in the
key grip?
or key grip.
Because they're holding the shit
Go
all
over there
day.
and punch that calendar right in his face. Burn it.
There's one where we just titled "Talking with Doug." Like, do we even need to say that? He's just Doug.
It's Doug.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna play it, obviously, and I don't remember what we talked about. But
We gotta
Doug
do
was
it.
just on the show.
We gotta do
About
this.
what time
It's
frame
just
was it?
it just says "Talking with
No,
Doug
but
Sherhart."
what's
was
the
the date?
month? What's the date on it?
June 12th. So it
Okay,
was after
so-
the film festival. So it may have been
That's
a
what
recap.
it was. Yeah, it was a recap
Yep, yep.
that time, and because that's when he was asking us to plan to come back on to do our anniversary episode
Mm-hmm.
with us, so he could do the run the show.
Yep.
And ask us questions.
And he did.
That was fun.
That was a fun
We
one.
got ask-it questions.
So you guys on MySpace or what?
Are you on my face? Your father's on
mean-
my face.
Technically, I've never deleted my MySpace,
Neither have I.
so it could
It's
be
still
floating
there.
around out there
It's still there.
with my top 8.
Yep. Tom is still there. You know, Facebook's like, oh, well, we can give you your top 10 friends and let you use music. Tom was like, bitches, I was doing that.
Yeah,
And then they
right?
bought him out for $4 billion. And
That
the only
was
thing.
Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, MySpace didn't get a lot of money.
No.
Well, he just became a world traveler photographer. I used to follow him on Instagram,
Aw.
but apparently he got very sick, unfortunately. But when you got that kind of money, who gives? He's fine.
Yeah, he's
I'm not.
Oh yeah, I need to see a doctor
no,
yesterday.
no, we.
We did not create MySpace.
It's like in the old Cosby show where Theo's like, where he was asking his dad for something or money or something or a
Oh,
shirt,
yeah.
and he's like, or an expensive shirt. He's like, that's an $80 shirt, son. He's like, I don't even have an $80 shirt for $80. This costs $80. He's like, but Dad, we're rich. Like, no, son. Me and your mother are rich.
Yeah.
You have nothing.
Yeah. And I like it. He was giving him, like, breaking it down of, like, how he's going. He's like, well, I'm going to work in the city. He's like, I don't need to go to college. He's like, oh, you don't need to go to college?
Oh, use the Monopoly money?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He's like, well, here's your, what you think you're gonna be making an hour? And the guy's like, let's say you get like $400 a month. He said, well, rent is $200, and the government is gonna take that $400 and then smush it down, and they're gonna take taxes out of that. So that $400 is really $350. Like, and it just keeps on dwindling down. He goes, and this is what you live with on the end of the month, $2.
Well, it's funny because there's a part that he's like, he takes like because he starts, it's Monopoly money, so he takes like a 50. He's like, well, you still need to eat. And he's like,
Oh.
I'll live on bologna and cereal. And he takes it back with him. And then he has
Well,
like,
he said something like, you want a girl, right?
but that was the last part. He's like, look, I still got this left over. He's like, plan on having a girlfriend? For sure.
And
Yanks
he
it
just
out.
takes all, he takes all of it away. Welcome to the real world,
Yeah.
buddy.
And my God, if you could go back to, especially in New York, rent being $200.
My God.
Jesus.
They had like a 3-story blackstone or brownstone out there. It's like, you're not getting that.
No. Well, that's the thing about The Simpsons is that, they had like a 4-3 living on one person's salary in.
Yeah, that was a plot point for when you met Frank Grimes when he came on the show. He's like, I'm your supervisor. I live in a 1-bedroom above a bowling alley. How the fuck are you affording this?
Well, even take Married with Children.
Yeah.
Al Bundy was a shoe salesman
Yeah.
In a mall.
in a mall, and he had, now mind you, maybe wasn't the most upgraded home, but it was basically in a suburb of Chicago. So it
Exactly.
wasn't like they were in a slum area of
Yep.
Chicago. And that was what, a 3-4 bedroom home.
Yeah. 2-story and 2
And
kids.
He's a shoe salesman.
Yeah. And I don't think she worked any.
No,
No.
she just kept taking money.
Yeah. Oh, Al.
Oh hell, Peg.
And then Christina Applegate walked through the door and everyone was fine.
Yeah.
So, is there any?
I think probably my favorite was getting to talk with Nick Roth on everything that went into
Hanky
getting
Panky.
Hanky Panky. And even Doug, when, we got, a lot of the backstory on St. Nick of Bethlehem, when, we got to hear from him. I mean, about the car lot.
Yeah.
Being so, they did put so much work into it that they had calls to the city, and the commissioner came out there to find them.
Because they didn't have the right permits.
Yeah.
When do we have anybody notice a new used car lot open up around here?
We're here to shut you down. Well, first off, we're not selling shit.
Can I show you the entire crew and cameras that we have inside?
Look at the register. Nothing.
There's not even coffee or donuts here. We don't even have a water fountain. How can we sell
If I was
cars?
a salesman, I wouldn't sell shit.
No, but having them back on, having Doug on, well, he's basically just a part of the show at this point.
Yeah. He's not a friend. He's family now.
He's a
Which
guest
means
star.
we can ask him for money.
And not pay him back.
That's when you become a bad friend.
This is a loan. No, gift.
I can see you wrote loan here. You made a misprint.
Yeah, you spelled gift wrong. There's no L in gift.
Same amount of letters.
Yes, yeah, right.
I lent you that money. Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't pay me back. Well, I can't afford to.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked for the money.
Yeah. So it's kind of your problem.
Yeah.
Your fault.
This
I
seems.
think this is on your side.
Yeah, I think
This
that's,
seems like more of a you problem,
Yeah.
not a me problem.
you know.
Listen here, you're saying a lot of big words, and I don't know what they mean, so I'm just going to take them as you're being rude.
Yeah.
I remember this comedian talking about, he had a credit card company calling him up. He's like, well, sir, we see that you got yourself into a little bit of a situation here. You missed the last 2 payments. He's like, actually, I believe that I have a car with my name and your name on it, so we have a problem. You gave me this car with a limit that I had no intention
Yeah.
of paying back.
I didn't even have to fill out an application.
Yeah. You reached out to me.
Yeah. I went to my mailbox. The card was in my mailbox. You sent it to me. It's kind of like if I mail a gift card to somebody,
Right.
they just start using it.
I don't send my cousin a check and just expect them not to use it.
The outside of the envelope literally said, "A gift for you."
It also said 25% APR, but I didn't pay attention to that
That's 30.
nowadays.
25.
I thought you meant you were going to increase it in April 25%.
Yeah, that's
So I had 4 months.
that teaser rate.
Monthly fee, APR, annual fee.
You guys can put all the fees you want on there. You ain't getting it.
Say goodbye to your credit score.
Bye.
Say it.
We did have our second annual Tavern Talks episode this year.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Those are always fun. I'm looking forward to the third one.
Yeah.
Number 3.
I might break out my good whiskey for the third one.
Ooh, fancy. If we record in my place, I'll break out all of the whiskey.
Yeah, but I say good whiskey.
Mine is whiskey.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it to come out.
I made it in my toilet this morning.
I got a 15-year-old whiskey I'll bring over for us.
Ooh. I think mine was bottled 6 months ago.
It would be
I
fun.
bought mine 15 weeks ago.
It would be fun to get a bottle of Pappy.
God, dude. We got to take a loan
Pappy
out
Van
for this
Winkle?
shit.
Never even heard of it.
Really, it's a very expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah, like, usually.
And you have different years of it, or like, so you can get like the 10-year one,
That one's usually, over 1,000.
the 15-year one, and like the 20-year one. So that it's like
Hell, why don't we just go Louis the 16th too? Get some good cognac.
yeah, why not?
Nothing like a $20,000 bottle of liquor.
Yeah. That comes in crystal that's worth 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find a bar that has, normally it's more upscale bars, like your average.
So we're not
it's
going to
gonna
find
have-
it at Courtside or Back
But
Bar.
if
Oh
you-
no, they have it at Courtside. It has nothing in it.
No.
They have the bottle up there.
Yeah. So you can look at the bottle.
Because Whiskey Wings has the same thing. They have a bottle up there, but it's not the real thing.
Oh, really?
It's just a bottle they finished and is still there.
And next time I go to Courtside, I'll ask to see the bottle.
Yeah, depending on the year of it, if you go of the year of the Pappy, if
Yeah.
the bar has it, it's like could be like $50 shot, $100 shot, or $150 shot
For an ounce. 1 ounce
for a
pour.
shot.
Damn.
Yeah.
and you're not going to be getting certain. Like if you get like
You're not getting the
you get
heavy
like
pours
a-
that we normally
Oh
do.
God, no.
They're pulling out the jiggers.
Yeah,
for the
they,
first time.
they are measuring.
No, they have that counter on there.
Uh-huh,
It's
yep.
like, just automatically shuts it down.
Yeah,
Can you let it drip a little bit more?
shake it.
But I've actually heard some people who've actually had it, and they're like, you know what? I got to tell you, it's really not that wonderful.
Yeah.
There's an episode of How I Met Your Mother where they spend $1,000 on a 20-year-old scotch, and they start drinking it, and it's like, does anyone think this is better than the cheap stuff we normally get? And like, no. I kind of want to put Red Bull in mine.
Oh, could you imagine that? You bring over like $1,000 bottle of something, and someone just starts adding like Coke to it or something. You're like, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what. I'll bring my 15-year and I'll get us a bottle of, and it's not an endorsement for the show, but it's probably like my new favorite whiskey that's mid-grade. It's Breckenridge whiskey. So smooth, dude. So smooth. I
My
have
new
no
favorite
problem
is
drinking it
Screwball.
straight. That's not a real whiskey. That's like saying my favorite is Fireball.
It's whiskey.
Which one did you say?
Screwball.
It's a Screwball.
Oh, Screwball. Yeah,
I got him the peanut butter whiskey.
yeah. It's just good. I mean, but it's
I will
like,
say it's better than Fireball, but Jesus, like it's,
Most things are. The only thing that's below Fireball is Stoli vodka.
the only time I drink Fireball anymore is on the golf course.
Reminds
get
me
all
of
fired up.
last July.
That's my swing wheel.
Yeah.
That's last
Oh.
July. Oh,
It hits a little bit differently when you're mid heat stroke at 11 o'clock in the morning in July.
yes. When you're swimming through the muggy golf course. Like, every swing we took sliced the air.
And then Kurt goes, let's do a shot of Fireball.
All right, yeah, sure. Why the hell not? 3 holes later, oh, that's not sitting good.
Should not have done that.
This is the worst idea ever.
But the 2 holes before that, I was cracking
Oh,
up.
it was the greatest idea ever.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, man. And that sun came out. Oh, my God, it baked us.
Oh, I'm now remembering it. I want to die.
It's like in the movie Big when he's
when
he's
when
hiding
that
out in
older woman
apartment.
has sex with a child?
No, no, in the scene when he gets his first paycheck and he takes his friend Billy out and they get all the food and then they cut to it's like they got pizza and the
Oh,
pork rind.
yeah.
They're like, I think I'm gonna throw up. And It's like, no, it was the pork rinds.
Yeah.
Pork rinds.
Pork rind.
But that is a solid movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Big.
Yes, I like the, latent pedophilia in there as well.
Yeah, you know.
Are there any movies coming out next year that you're looking forward to?
I haven't fully looked yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's some. I can't think off the top of my head, but I may do that for the next episode
Okay.
or
Is
one of the next episodes.
Is the new Dune coming out next year? Or have they released a time for that?
Dune 2 came out in
I know.
August. Are they making
But
a
there's
third?
there's a
Oh,
third
okay.
one.
Don't
Well, I know they.
I know the TV show is
So
Megatron.
that's coming out on, but that's a prequel.
Yeah.
So that's prior to all of the.
the sand
I
gods.
think it's like the formation of the houses or something like that.
Gotcha. It looks interesting. I've been meaning to sit down and watch it.
Well, let's see what IMDb says. So these are the ones that are coming out between January and December. I'm not going to name off every one of them, but you got the new Superman movie coming
Yeah, I
out.
forgot about. Oh, that really screwed up Peter Pan movie.
Oh yeah,
Tony's excited.
dude, that would look awesome.
The same guys who brought you Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Ah,
So they got a new Karate Kid Legends is coming out,
huh.
and it's actually
Isn't that the
it's-
same title as the one with the girl from like
no,
1994?
that was the
That
next
was just-
Karate Kid.
The
That
next
was the
Karate-
next.
But this one is actually crossing over. So they did the reboot with Jackie Chan,
And
Will
Jaden
Smith's kid.
Smith.
Jaden,
Jaden.
but it's not Jaden in it. But they're crossing over, so it's going to be Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan, the two
Training someone?
the two universes.
Yeah.
Or karate universes, they're going to be allowed to be in the same world because Jackie Chan's character was never called Mr. Miyagi.
No, he wasn't.
And I think it's this new, I don't know where in Okinawa or whatever, wherever he's at that he's training the
And that
kid.
actually took place in China.
In the one in China.
Yeah.
So that's the one he's training this young kid, this Asian Chinese kid, and well, forgive me, I don't know if he's Mandarin Chinese, what he is exactly, but anyway, Jackie Chan's training him, and he really remembers. I guess somehow he either heard of or knew Mr. Miyagi,
Mm-hmm.
so he finds Daniel to help him train the kid.
Holy shit! I never knew that.
What's that?
The girl in the next Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Do you know who that was?
I she's a very popular actress, and I can't think of who it is.
Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank,
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
I-
$1 Million Baby.
Yeah,
the-
Oscar award-winning
yeah.
actress. I never knew that. All I knew is female do jump on car.
All right, so this one they need to stop with this. They're doing Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
a
they just
fourth
need to
one?
end those. You got
No,
Captain
this
America.
is a new
They're-
trilogy that they're
Oh, they're
trying to start.
rebooting again.
Yeah.
We got the Captain America: Brave New World is coming out.
Yeah.
It's gonna
yeah,
have
I
Red
remember
Hulk. Red Hulk in there. I'm not gonna read through
Do we
all
know?
these,
Do you know who is playing the Red Hulk in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Okay. Because
Loser. Because why?
because what's his name died.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's why they had to recast him. He passed away.
And the sadness comes back. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is coming out.
You're welcome.
He hates you. You can say it out loud.
Yeah, you did all day on Friday.
Here it is: Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember you sent us that trailer.
Yep. Thunderbolts is coming out.
Whoa, Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
They're making a new Thunderbolts?
No, it's,
No,
well,
this is
it's
the-
the only Thunderbolts that they're making.
Yeah.
This is the new one.
I meant the puppet TV show.
No.
No,
that
no,
was,
no, 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 no.
That was Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Thunderbolt's like the Marvel Misfits, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Red, whatever his name is, that David
Red Star.
Red stuff. That's right. So yeah, we got quite a few things coming out there. I'm not going to go through every one of them because we can save this for another episode because we are about out of time.
Indeed.
But just want to say again, thank you everybody for joining us for yet another episode and another year in 2024. That is going to be ending. Well, it'll be officially 2025 by the time you hear this. But
Yep. Yeah, you don't even upload it until like 3 a.m. So it will be officially 2025 by the time
Yep.
people are allowed to listen to this.
that is correct.
If you're awake.
Yes. So wrapping up 2024, just talking random stuff.
A lot about golf.
Mostly our golf.
Yeah, mostly about our golf game. So give us some tips.
Yeah.
We'll send you the video, show you our swing.
Tiger, if you're listening and
Yeah.
you're feeling bored and sorry,
If you'd like for us to put up a couple of videos, we'll do that
Yes.
too.
I just wish I had the one where I hit the tee and not the ball at all.
Oh, well, golf. That's what it is.
Yeah, yes.
To be fair, I'll probably do the same shit.
Anyone
next
who's
time.
ever played it knows exactly what we're talking about.
Going optimistic, leaving failures.
Yep.
But anyway, that is it for us for 2024. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back for another new episode as usual each week. We'll probably be coming up with a trivia one within the next week or two. So that'll be fun. But just want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Stay safe, have fun.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
No
Tip your
dope. Watch who you get with.
tip your bartenders.
Tip your bartenders.
and all that good stuff. But until next year for Movie Talks and Chill, we're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.